try this one more time. Yes. It seems like every time I get up here and I want to talk about something that's pretty interesting, it seems like it's just a lot that be trying to come against me. But I bind that in the name of Jesus. Yes. So let's get started. And I do apologize about coming up here about 15-20 minutes ago and then getting off, but something funky was going on and I had to redo it. So I'm here. So we're gonna jump right on in. Excuse me. So, my name is Delia. I'm the owner of D&T Investment and Consulting LLC, where I teach people how to invest in the stock market. I teach them in a fun, simple way, a way that they're able to understand when it's time to understand the stock market, stock terminology, all the way when it's time to actually invest in companies. And why did I put up here drones? Because people automatically assume they don't know a lot about stock market investing. In reality, they do. Some of you guys may have drones. You may have a drone. I always been interested in a drone. So I said, hey, since I'm interested in drones, so I might as well just provide people, information about companies that can be a potential investment for you. Now, before we get started, I want to tell you guys, anything that I mention, any company, is not a recommendation for you to go out and actually invest in the company. The information that I provide is for training purposes only, so that you can get a understanding, education from an educational standpoint about drone investing and potential companies that you may have on your watch list or your hold list or your buy list. So that sums it all up. And if you need to get in contact with me, of course, on my website, which is www.dtinvestmentglobal.com. You also can get in contact with me at dtinvestmentglobal@mail.com. And I would love to hear from you in regards of questions about the stock market, questions about if you want to write books. If those who don't know, I am the author of several books, and all the books are geared around the stock market. One is for elementary students. I have a financial series for teens, Making Sense Out of Nonsense, which is help teens with financial literacy, of course, the stock market, and 2 adult books, Stocks, Tips, and Stock Market Dips, and Investing in the Stock Market for Broke Folks. Them are my babies. So let's get started. So for those who do not know what a drone is, and welcome. I forgot to welcome you guys. Welcome on Periscope, you guys. Welcome Periscope. Welcome Facebook. And you guys, when you come, please share this information with someone. Share it with someone on and welcome Winner Circle. Winner Circle. I definitely thank you guys for continue to be with me and continue to be in the group and stuff like that. And thank you so much. So let me show you what a drone is for those who do not know. So this is a drone. Facebook, I hope you guys can see it. Periscope. This is a drone. So a drone is basically similar to an airplane. I'm making it as simple as possible. But a person is not, hey, but a person is not inside of the craft. A person is not inside of the aircraft. So why did I want to come up here and tell you guys this information? I always think outside of the box, first of all. So I want to tell you guys what's going on. So let's get started. So the drone is an aircraft without a human pilot. most drones are used for recreational use. You have some people using them in real estate and construction property sites. You have some people using them. Of course, the military definitely use them. That leads me to my point. The military is using drones, and that was the bulk of my research. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of research because I like facts. That's just me. You tell me something, give me the facts, okay? I need to know the facts. So the drone was actually created by a former chief in the Israeli Air Force. I thought that was interesting. So you have a former chief in the Israeli Air Force that created a drone. That was definitely interesting to me. So he allowed other people, he pretty much taught them how to create this aircraft. And for those who don't know, that the 2001 attack, with Twin Towers and New York City and stuff like that, and Osama bin Laden was held responsible for that. And drones actually have been used for 350 attacks, around 350 attacks, and terrorist attacks. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. So the drone that actually flew in, that did the secret mission when Osama bin Laden got killed, was a RQ-70 drone. That's the model of the drone. RQ-70 drone. I said I like facts. For those who know me, y'all know I like facts. Show me the facts. Show me the evidence. And it was actually a camera that allowed that secret mission to go on, to allow them to pinpoint the exact location on where to pretty much go in. And that's when they killed Osama bin Laden with the RQ-70 drone. That's the name of the drone. So let me move on to tell you guys why this was so interesting to me. Not necessarily the attack, but the drones itself. Because as technology is advancing, companies are moving towards and allowing certain things to be incorporated in their company to actually make the company more successful and stuff like that. For those who do not know a lot about airspace, so you have, I think it's the federal, what is it called? The, the federal government, the ones that control the airspace. I can't think of the name of the people. But anyways, if anybody know it, please tell me. I do apologize. But you have them that's controlling the airspace, and they having these tight regulations. Some statutes that's been in place, especially like in New York, some people can't even fly their drones because of the regulations that was made in the statutes within like 1970s and stuff like that. So they have to redo some of the statutes in different states to allow the drones to be able to be used for real estate purposes, for either residential or commercial, or if anybody even want to do it on the recreational, because legally you only is allowed to fly a drone a certain height. If you have that drone license, you able to fly it and have that certain airspace, you can actually be able to fly drones a certain height or within the air. But what was interesting is in 2018, NASA sent the drone to Mars. I was like, what? A drone went to Mars? Where was I at? Evidently, I didn't know anything about it. And as of 2020 is they received the thumbs up for a drone to be a part of the rollover mission and a part of NASA for 30 days. So if you think, remember when I tell you, when you think about the stock market, think of the stock market outside the box. You always think of investing in the stock market outside the box. Where everybody is latest and the greatest, and you got the stock market analysts and the gurus telling you all that stuff. You bring it back a notch and think about stuff that other people may not be thinking about. Of course, this drone information was national news with a drone being flown in Mars and stuff like that. But I'm saying in terms of other potential investments that can be key to advancing your portfolio. That's where I'm getting at. So kind of think outside the box when in terms of drones, in terms of investing in the stock market. So you have these big companies that that have a partnership that's bidding on these big contracts, these federal contractors. If you guys never heard of Lockheed Martin, please look them up. Please look them up. Lockheed Martin is definitely a billion-dollar company, and this company is listed on the New York Stock Exchange, and the price per share is $353 per share. And that's as when I looked at it. So you have this company that the reason why I decided to include this company, because the company is doing some really good things in terms of the drone industry, as well as their partnership with the federal government that they have for many years. You have this company that's involved in research, design, development, manufacture, technology systems, also combat. That was interesting to me. So combat, air mobility aircrafts, which is the drones, the unmanned air vehicles. So that's part of some of the things that Lockheed Martin is doing. Also, you have another direct federal contractor that's pretty much going neck to neck and getting these government contracts for strategically for the drones for the federal government. Always remember, if you're already interested in the drone itself, it kind of makes sense to research companies that will be a potential investments because you're already familiar of the drone. I like to fly it. I use it for my commercial business. I use it for my residential business. I use it for, whatever. For just, I fly them, and because I am part of a branch that fly drones. You have to take in consideration what you are using these things for, or if you have a special interest in these aircrafts, then that can be a potential company that can be on your watch list, that can be on your or maybe you will say, okay, I'm thinking about buying this company, or I'm thinking about, okay, no, I don't want anything to do with that company, and that's perfectly all right. What's important is to gather your information and then make the determination based off either the tech analysis or the fundamental analysis, and make your determination when you got all the facts. All the facts is what you need. So we have Boeing that has a $805 million contract with the United States Navy to design and develop MQ-25A Stingrays. That's what we about to see rolling around pretty soon. Is the MQ-25A Stingrays. So they plan on launching these babies out by 2024. 2024. You will see some of these babies flying around. So, and Boeing is listed on the New York Stock Exchange for $363 per share. So make sure you understand what is going on in terms of the company, not just the drone itself, but maybe some of the people that's developing it. Maybe some of the people that's they may have a functionality as far as the satellite services that it's using. You have to dig into the company, find out what's going on the back end. Is very important. So it was so interesting that I learned that the United States government, Boeing just got a contract with the United States government for $805 million. Now they have to take into consideration how they're going to connect the drone with the ship. If you guys not from so the drone is really big. Now it will carry 15,000 pounds of fluid. 15,000 pounds of fluid, and it will be the first drone to refuel fighter jets while they in flight. They will be the first drone to refuel fighter jets while they're in flight. And the purpose of this is to reduce the human risk while they're in combat. I know this may seem like a lot of history stuff, but when you think about investing in the stock market, you got to dig deep, baby. You got to dig deep. What's going on in that company? Why is this a potential thumbs up or a thumbs down for me? Why is this a good investment? Think outside the box when you are trying to invest in the stock market. So what's going on now? They're trying to figure out with the shipboard infrastructure and the drone, they're trying to connect the two to make it a successful thing. Have they done it already? I'm not sure. They probably have. I'm probably just late coming around, getting information. But you have to understand what's going on with these companies. You may have seen the Boeing airplanes. You may have seen some of the things that Lockheed Martin have done as well. So you have to take into consideration what actually is going on. You have to take in consideration what exactly is going on in terms of the drones, in terms of them having a partnership with the federal government, in terms of you investing in it as a potential investor that will make you money. Two other companies that was interesting to me was AeroVironment, which is listed on the NASDAQ. And this company has a market cap of $1 billion. And also another company was Kratos Defense and Security. And a lot of these companies, you're not going to hear about the big hoorah companies like you may hear the Apple, the Verizon, and all those other companies, because you have to understand that you have to look at investing in the stock market as a business and not investing as a stock market as a quick rich scheme. You can't look at it in terms of that. So kind of dig deep. So you have this other company which have a market cap of 23 billion. No, I'm sorry, $2 billion, and it's listed on the NASDAQ for $23.45 a share. And these all, and what they specialize in is mission critical solution services in the United States. Mission critical solution services. So you may have them. They produce some electronic products, satellite communications, training systems, defense and rocket support. So, okay, when you think about drones, that kind of fit into that. Drone is partnered with the military, not drones, but they're making drones, and they are for critical emission services, so to speak. There you have them out on those secret missions, and they make them in a way that they can kind of go under the radar, because they was able to use those drones in the 350 attacks, the terrorism attacks. They was also able to use them in the RQ 170 drone when Osama bin Laden was killed. And all these secret missions, they're using drones. So don't just think about the companies that you see on the forefront. Kind of dig deep and see what's going on with different companies with different market caps to see if that will be a potential good investment for you. And I just want to provide this quick information to let you guys know what's going on with the drones. And of course, if you heard me talk about drones before, you know that's one of my favorites. But definitely, this is not a recommendation for you to purchase one. This is not a recommendation for you to purchase a company. Any company that I listed or that I stated is not a recommendation. Just only for education and training purposes to get into your hearing that these are potential companies that's available. Satellite companies, electronic, different services that's available for you to pretty much dig in. Federal government, they have these billions and millions of dollars. They partner with these companies to develop services and to develop products for them. Dig deep when you think about researching, and dig deep when you think about investing in the stock market, because it's so many thousands, millions of companies that you can actually partake in, and that can be a potential investment for you to buy at a reasonable price and then receive the capital gains from it. And you can do it. You can do it. You can definitely do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So that's all I have. My name is Delia, the owner of DNT Investment and Consultant. My website is www.dtinvestmentglobal.com. Make sure you share this information with someone, and feel free to go back and look at any other videos that I provided about the stock market. I know this was more of a educational type thing, but it's also potential information that can get you where you need to be. And you guys have a blessed day.